Welcome back, everybody. Today is Tuesday, the 17th of September, 2024. Right here in the oubliette. Scratching our head, losing our hair, losing my mind, if it wasn't lost already, with this Emerson. Now, I don't know what it is about these doggone hot chassis sets. They're just, they can be a bit of a pain, and some of that pain is self-inflicted for I guess the most part. I went chasing ghosts in the underside of the chassis on the other coil, the oscillator coil, and got it back together and put back in. Checked out, tested, no change. Then I happened across this one, and if you notice here, see if I can zoom in and try to keep it in frame. See the three little whiskers sticking out over here? Three little whiskers over there. By the hair of my chinny chin chin. Ah, yes. This here is the top coil on this antenna coil array. Let me zoom you back out. This coil goes in there like that. And if you noticed, that rubbing or that exposure on this side, all this side right here is facing out here on the outer edge. And the only thing I can figure is one of the times that I flipped this thing up like that, I must have scraped that edge of that coil, exposing those. Well, I exposed it by heating it with a heat gun, so that because I noticed there was something up with the wax around that thing. It was all kind of choppy looking and everything, so I scraped it and I found a broken wire. And then I scraped it a little bit more and I found another broken wire. And I scraped it a little bit more and I found the third broken wire on this side. Ah, darn thing. It's too bad they don't have any handle for the damn phones. Now on this side, these three wires over here, I had to put a heat gun on it, melt the wax down. You can see it all running down the side of this coil, and get these three exposed. And it appears like it's running around the outside, so it's part of the last remaining loops of coils for this particular coil, the top coil. So I'm not really sure. It could be anywhere from 50 loops down to 3 loops, if you will. So, I mean, there might have to be that many loops lost on this top coil in order to get back to beyond the damaged part. So I put this little jumper wire, this is number 28 enameled wire. I attached it on one side and went to the lug up here and got a reading. I didn't get a reading on any of the others, but if I go to this side, well, the ones that this jumper is hooked to, I get a full reading to here, one or the other. So what I'm going to have to do, so I can salvage this coil, is I'm going to have to heat it and de-wax it as much as I dare to just find the trouble spots and see how far back it is. I'm not sure where the start point is. I can see the end point right. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little red right there. You see that little hair thin wire right there. That is, I believe, the end of this coil loop, and it's coming from the outer side of the coil. So, and it appears that it goes down across here and then goes, and that is wound back in that direction. So if that's the case, we might be within 50 turns of this damaged area. Yeah, I put my dick in the dirt. Yeah, and I've been lucky, real lucky, that of the radios that have had exposed coils mounted up on the top of the, mounted up on the top of the, there, on the top of the chassis, fully exposed, that I haven't damaged any until now. It's just one of those doggone things. Shooting from the hip again. This time I blew my hip apart. So that is what we're going to be doing for the next probably few days. Try to get this thing back in order. I am not receiving all the stations. I'm receiving the strongest station, which is our local station, and like I said before, it's probably like maybe 2.5, 3 miles from here, the tower. And we're receiving, an image of it down low, about halfway, and then another image down lower than that, but not so pronounced. But we're receiving a strong signal at 1600. And the other thing I found out was the coil or the wire that went out the end here that was dangling free, that goes to the external antenna wire. It was broken, mostly broken up here at the at the grommet, and sometimes I would get a signal and sometimes I would not get a signal, and wasn't realizing that that was an issue also. So and there might be other ghosts in the machine. So we're going to have to do something with try to do something with this coil and see if we can get it repaired. Yeah, it's I am stupefied. So let me get everything all situated out and everything, and we're gonna cut this one short and get it posted up so that way everybody knows my blunder. And then we're gonna clean this area up so we can get more elbow room in here so we can do major surgery on this thing and try to get it so that we can repair this major screw up. So hang in there, everyone. We'll be back for more. Thanks for watching.